welcome back to the Overruled podcast. Today is Friday, August 30th, 2019. This is episode number 27.
Good job, Trevor. I never remember what episode it is.
Today is also the Rocky Mountain Showdown kickoff for both the Lambs and the Colorado Buffaloes.
First time I haven't been there in a while.
It's just not even worth it at this point. It's ridiculously expensive, and it's not worth it to see that game.
And I'll agree with you on the CU-CSU thing. There's a lot more for CU to lose than gain, so I think it's a good thing that they're cutting it off. It's a good rivalry, but it's just not worth it for them.
Yeah, exactly. If CU loses, it ruins their whole season. If it wins, it's congrats, you beat a way worse team.
Yeah, I mean, if CSU would have gotten to a better conference, then you can make an argument for it, but it's not worth it right now.
But even if they were in a better conference, if they're going 0-12 every game, or every season, does it really matter?
Still a power conference if they would have gone into it, but they didn't, so who cares?
Again, Kyle saying, yeah, CSU needs to get to the Big 12. Well, the Big 12 rejected CSU.
Big facts. And plus, they'd take Boise first, and a lot of other schools first.
Yeah, so it's just not going to happen.
Yeah. Although their new stadium is nice. I like CSU Stadium.
It's a nice stadium, but it's just so quiet.
This is true.
It's pathetic. Like, Coors.
Coors.
I'm not wrong, though. Coors is very loud. But no, Folsom is just so much louder than... And you can compare the two. I can compare the two. Folsom's way louder.
No, I love Folsom.
Although you've never been to it when it isn't either raining or snowing.
This is true.
So you don't even really know
I was gonna
what
say,
it's supposed to look
really
like.
Nice. Yeah, though.
You don't know what it's supposed to look like. You just know having
it's
to wear...
a brick building, and brick buildings get a dub.
That is true. It is a brick building. But it's funny. It's underground. So you walk into... At field level is...
Death Valley scene.
Yeah, basically. You walk in at field level and you have to walk down to your seats unless you're in the upper deck. But
Hot, stupid upper deck.
there's not even really an upper deck unless it's like the suites. It's just slightly raised. Like a minor league stadium, kind of. But, yeah, so CU looks to, not suck tonight.
At Rocky Mountain vibes.
I don't really think it's at the vibes. It's more so at...
You said minor league baseball team.
Oh.
And I said out Rocky Mountain vibes. Oh, Zion Williams has a 97 overall dunk rating in NBA 2K20, Trevor.
Why do we care?
Because I got an update.
Oh. Okay. There's a chance I don't get any new games except NASCAR Heat 4.
I don't blame you.
Because NBA just is now starting to do the exact same thing.
NBA's Big L. Yeah.
NBA 2K would be the only new game I get. I'm done with Madden for a while.
Mm-hmm.
NHL just decided. So now EA had the licensing with NBC and
I'm with you on
ESPN
that
and
boat,
Blue. I would consider NBA Live if it improves. This wouldn't be a November or a whenever it comes out, if it even is coming out by.
Okay.
I would actually consider the new WWE 2K20 because I haven't gotten one in 5 years, so that should be enough time for the game to actually make real changes. And I never thought I'd be one of those snobs that doesn't get the game every year because it doesn't change enough. Well, here I am.
Yeah.
And it's just, even if it's not my money, I play Madden for 2 weeks because of when my birthday is. I get all my stuff week 15. So I play Madden for 3 weeks. The Broncos are done. Then it kind of loses its charm. Then you realize it's the exact same game. So there's not even really a point in continuing to play it because it's not even like you get to have fun with the new rosters. So you don't play that anymore. And
the only reason I have Madden 20 is because I play competitive. That's it.
Yeah.
If it weren't for me playing competitive, I probably wouldn't get Madden.
And see, that's a good reason to have Madden 20.
Mm-hmm. Well, I need it so I can play.
Exactly. And how badly did you beat the guy? You never answered me.
Oh, I didn't? I beat him 31-7. It was so funny.
Yeah, you said I said, how badly did you beat him? And you said, what? And then I said, how badly did you beat that guy? And then you sent me a blank screen. I was very confused as to what that was supposed to be.
Nah, I beat him 31-7. It was funny.
Also, I am very sad to report that the New York Mets are now MET''S.
Yeah. Last week I was praising them on how they had a great chance at the playoffs. Now I have to unpraise them. Stupid Mets.
Sucks?
Stop making me flip.
What sucks is the Mets are still a good team, and they're still above 500, but you...
One game above 500.
I thought there were two.
No, I think there's 66 and 65 or something.
It would be 67 and 66.
Yeah. I can check real quick. But yeah, I thought they were only one game above 500.
But remember last week on the podcast, I gave them specific instructions to not get swept.
And then they get swept 2 times in a row.
Maybe I should have been more clear. They are 67 and 66, and they start a 3-game weekend set in Philly. This is their season. If they don't win 2, I mean, they could have a good enough September going 1-2 that this won't kill them. But if they get swept again, they're done. So it's going to be Wheeler, Matz, and Stroman.
Like I told you, at least they'll win more than 72.
And they face Aaron Nola, Jason Vargas. If they don't beat Vargas, I'm going to throw things. And then Zach Eflin. Vargas, they traded to the Phillies.
Was it a 5-game losing streak? Didn't they just
minimum of 6 because they got swept 2 times in a row.
Yeah, I don't know why I said 5.
Yeah, me neither.
Hey, at least they took 2 or 3 from Kansas City before.
And then they swept
the
Cleveland. So
yeah.
they are 5-7 over their last 12, which overall isn't awful. But when you start off, 5-1, the next 6 aren't good.
Yeah.
Oh, they make me sad. As my uncle says, I don't know why would anyone be a Mets fan? That's just torture. I agree.
Yeah?
I agree.
I mean, you could toss in the Rockies fan like that, too.
And the Rockies are not real.
Rockies are fake.
Yeah.
I like Charlie Blackmon getting ejected. That was a good laugh.
He deserved to get it. Well, he did deserve, but that was a terrible call, and the umpire should feel bad about himself.
No, I just love how he reacted to it. It made me laugh. I mean, it was a bad call, you're right, but it was funny. I'd be like, damn, chill, Charlie.
I kind of want the Rockies to lose 100 games this year. I think that'd be enough to get them to fire everybody. They have 59. They have 59, so they could go.
Nolan, you're fired.
3-24, which at this point, wouldn't shock me too much. And then that'd get them to lose 100.
The only 3 wins would come off the Mets.
I would cry. And the Mets are on like a 10-game winning streak. They're right back in the playoff race. They get swept by the Rockies.
Just 1 tier. Okay, I see how it is. You guys, Andrew Luck retired. Drake clapping gif. Go Jacoby Brissett. In Brissett we trust.
Mm-hmm.
He's going to be a top 15 quarterback. I made a bet with Ben last night.
No, you said top 10.
Top 12. Actually, last night we changed it to top 12. So top 12 in fantasy points. So if I win, I get 75 Twitter monies, which...
Oh, wow.
I know, but if I lose 75, and I'm already in Twitter money debt.
Yep.
Good thing Twitter monies is a fake currency. Or else I'd be in real debt.
Could you imagine? Well, and then Ben's like freaking out over the Miami-Florida game because he's betting on it. He's not even betting on it. He just picked the over and then got upset when the over didn't hit. You didn't put money on it. See, that's what I hate. Like, you can't cheer about the lines.
You can't fake bet.
Like, you can't fake bet. And he's like, oh, I'm practicing. Like, no, that's not a thing. That's stupid. Either bet for real or just...
Practicing. Jeez.
How do you
I mean, I'll talk to my friends about it, but it's not like I really care. I was like, oh yeah, Miami's going to cover.
Like, what my cousin, so he went to Vegas for a golf tournament. It was either a long drive competition or an actual golf tournament back in March. And he asked me, what are 2 games, I'm going to parlay them. What are 2 games you feel extremely confident in upsets to bet on? And I gave him 2 games to bet on. He bet 20 and got 100 because I knew which 2 games to bet on.
Which 2 games?
It was the 2 blatant upset ones. It was Murray State.
Oh, yeah, March Madness.
It was Murray State and then Oregon. Because Oregon was really hot at the end of the year, and Murray State had John Moran.
Yeah.
So they were the easiest bets in the world, and they won both games by combined 40.
Yeah, I was going to say that. Murray State one was the easiest one ever to call. I think everyone picked that one for the most part.
Yeah, it was the easiest upset in the world, and they won by 20. So, yeah, that's when you can get excited about bets. And that's not even betting on the over, under, or covering. That's just... I think technically it was cover.
Well, that's why it makes me laugh when he's like making a big deal over the Twitter money. He's like, I don't care. Like, I'm like, oh, Jacoby Brissett will be a top 12 quarterback. Bet. Okay, I don't care. So, whatever. But, I mean, the practice for betting, that's so stupid. And especially to get worked up over it. It's like, really? Like, teams lose. Like, even a good bettor, I think, like, I read a percentage where they get, like, 60 to 70% of their bets right. Like, that's a good bettor, like, sports bettor.
Well, yeah, because... you don't really exactly, unless you're Al Capone, control sports.
Yeah.
There's literally you can
Go
be as
Al
smart
Capone.
you can be as smart as you want, but you can't really control anything. Although I would pound the over, or not over. I would pound CU covering tonight. Because I think
what's the line?
I think it went up to 14.
14?
They put too much stock into rivalry games. The fact of the matter is that CSU is not a good Mountain West team, and CU is a middle of the road Pac-12 team.
ESPN has it as -13 CU.
Minus 13, yeah, cover. CU's going to cover.
Uh-huh.
I would bet my arm if I didn't need my arm.
Wow. Ballsy.
Yeah, but I'm not betting my arm because I need my arm, like I said. But, yeah, I would totally bet on CU covering there just because they're a better team, and it's, August. This is their month.
I mean, I could see it being a rivalry game and being close, but not really.
No, not this guy.
Yeah.
Not this one. Same with the Holy War, BYU, Utah. They put way too much stock. They think, oh, it's such a good rivalry. Well, it really isn't. It's a much better rivalry to those in Utah than it is to the rest of the country. Because sure, it's intense, but how intense is it really?
The Mormons lost.
They did. They lost 30-12, and it ended at 12.
UCF won.
Well, they were playing Florida A&M.
Yes, 62-0.
Only 62?
Only 62. I think the line was like 50.
Was it 42-14 for Clemson over Georgia Tech, or was that something I saw wrong?
52-14.
Okay, so I got the 2 right. I'm not that crazy.
Mm-hmm. And then Clemson won, but that was 52-14.
Yeah, but Trevor Lawrence was awful. I think he was 13 of 23 with a touchdown and 2 picks before he got pulled. That's bad. Well, he got pulled because they were up by 38.
Yeah.
But that's, if we're being honest, unless he plays like a Tebow or a Newton.
Like a future number 1 pick.
If he plays like a Tebow or Newton from here on out, he might have a chance. But quite honestly, that's enough to take him out of the Heisman running. It's crazy to think about that, like 100 or 200 yards or something in 1 of 2, a touchdown and 2 picks.
Well, it's also because they don't play anyone, so this looks really bad.
Well, whose fault is that? I mean, what's Clemson supposed to do?
Oh, here we go. So they play Texas A&M and then Syracuse. They're both ranked, and I think outside of that, that's the only 2 ranked teams.
Man, I don't think Syracuse is. Well, I mean, I like Syracuse. They're a decent team.
They're favored by 21 points.
Exactly. That's the issue. Clemson, the ACC in itself is okay. People talk about the Pac-12 being terrible, but that's just because all of the teams are relatively close in competitiveness.
Yeah, everyone
like you
beats
don't
everyone.
have one outlier, but you have
that's what Clemson
10
is.
or 11 teams that can beat each other.
Clemson is all the way up here, and then all the other teams are like, yeah, we're okay.
Yeah, like if Clemson wasn't so good, the ACC would actually be okay, but because Clemson's so good, everyone else, like an 8-4 or a 9-3 in the ACC, still loses by 4 touchdowns to Clemson. That's just not good.
Wow. I mean, even when you look at the ACC Coastal, like, there's not many bad teams. I mean, there's Miami. I mean, you have Pitt and you have Virginia. To me, those aren't bad. Virginia Tech, too.
Yeah, I mean,
they'll all be middle of the pack teams.
Exactly, middle of the pack. Like in the Pac-12, you have USC, who's middle of the pack to okay. Arizona State's usually okay to above average. Arizona's really confusing. Utah should be good.
According
Stanford
to Lee
should
Corso,
be good.
we got Utah in the championship game.
Lee Corso is senile. Good Lord. Utah is not its championship team.
You don't know that?
I am fairly certain. I'm not, again, you don't want to bet on it.
They just beat BYU. Come on.
I know, and they didn't look very impressive in doing it.
They won 30-12, Trevor.
And
if they can beat Mormons, they can beat anyone.
I don't know if that's how that works.
No, it is.
What about Notre Dame?
I'm sad to say our Jamestown Jimmies lost.
20-14 to...
Hard.
I almost just said Mississippi Valley State. They did not play the Delta Devils. That would be incorrect.
It was really funny.
MVSU.
Dalton sent me, he said, it's okay. We get to play them again in 365 days. And I'm like, wait a minute.
So they would play Thursday night.
Yeah, that's what I was saying. So I wasn't sure if that's actual scheduling, but yeah, we'll see.
They would know the schedule by now.
For next year? I thought dates were determined, like, I thought they know who they play, but dates are determined, like, in January or something.
Oh, that's a good point.
So, yeah.
That might be true.
Well, but they'll win it next year. No doubt.
Led by star center Dalton Yoder. He's going to
the GOAT.
His team is going to rush for 5,000 yards in that game. Like, that singular game. I don't even know.
Dalton, you're going to have your blindside game that game where you just, like, literally shove someone down the field and then push them, and then you step on them.
Is that technically a legal man downfield?
I don't know. We'll find out.
I think
Dalton, send me the video.
I'm almost wondering if it's only on a pass. Because that's when the linemen run down the field. But I think if the ball gets...
on a run play, I think they can swing out.
Well, yeah. Never mind. That was a dumb question.
Illegal man downfield, tight end, I'm open. Center, I'm also open.
I went to a game, the first regular season Broncos game I ever went to was with my mom, and Ryan Clady caught a pass. It was not allowed. We were all cheering, and in the back of my mind, I'm thinking, that doesn't seem legal. And then they threw the flag. I'm like, that would be why.
Yeah.
And you have to understand, I think I had just turned 10, so I was like extremely young. It's not me where I where I know the plays before the referees do.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I mean, unless you're the Patriots, then you declare tight ends and left tackles and all that ineligible and eligible. I remember against the Colts when they did that.
They did it against the Ravens. That was the famous one.
Yeah, well, they did it against the Colts too, but they never ran a play with it. So,
yeah,
the Colts are going to win the division. It's okay.
What about Nick Foles? Actually, we can talk about our fantasy teams. We don't need a full analysis.
Okay.
That's what I'll draw the line at. We can talk about our own teams.
I respect. So here, I'll list off mine. So, ladies and gentlemen,
this is hilarious.
I got Sam Darnold, which he's amazing.
Okay.
Keenan Allen, Christian Kirk, Le'Veon Bell, Dalvin Cook. I got the Cook brothers.
You have Christian Kirk and Dalvin Cook.
Who cares? They sound similar. Evan Ingram, Josh Jacobs, Josh Allen, Jacoby Brissett, DJ Moore, and then you have David Johnson Jr., something Eckler, I forgot his first name,
Austin.
and then Sammy Watkins, and then, of course, Kansas City kicker and Baltimore defense.
Who's the kicker? It's not Harrison Butker anymore, is it?
Yeah, it is Harrison Butker.
Okay, it is.
Yeah. I just didn't know his first name. I didn't want to call him Mr. Butt.
I'm texting Blake. I'll go through my lineup when I'm done.
Okay. Blake, could you stop texting Trevor?
No, he texted an hour ago. I'm just finally responding.
Hashtag
I've been trying to text this entire show, but I haven't gotten much done in the first 16
I've been projected
minutes.
to win 3 wins, ladies and gentlemen.
I think I'm projected to finish third in the standings, which, I mean, I don't usually have good drafts.
I'm projected to finish 6th, which that's still playoffs.
Yeah, I don't have a good draft usually. Yeah, we would face each other in the first round.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I don't have good drafts.
Honestly, as long as I make the playoffs, I could care less.
Exactly. That's my feeling. As long as I make the playoffs, in general, I'm happy.
I mean, you can
Gatorade
play
shower.
You can play waivers and stuff, and I mean, the strength
that's
of my
how I
team,
did.
The strength of my team is halfback. So I mean, if I can trade a couple halfbacks for like a wide receiver or quarterback, I think I should be fine. I mean, even when you look at my bench, I mean, I have Eckler and David Johnson Jr., and then I even have at my flex Josh Jacobs.
Okay, I'm going to throw hands if the Nuggets don't get their own throwback unis, because the Clippers just unveiled their Buffalo ones.
The Clippers unveiled Buffalo? What the heck?
I'm going to see if this will...
so whack.
Will this load in the screen? Actually, kind of, sort of.
Buffalo? They played in Buffalo?
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
Load. White balance. Oh, I messed up. Let's see. Can I lower the brightness or something?
Let's see. Is that their earned jerseys?
No, that's... You can kind of get the point.
Okay.
But that's their throwback unis.
Gotcha.
Like their classics. I think there's enough teams in the NBA that Nike could do classic for all of them.
Yeah, true. And you know the one I really want?
They need to do Denver Rockets.
Denver Rockets are the ones that were like...
Have the pick.
Yeah.
They have the pick. That 2K has them.
You could do the Green Week alternative.
No. No.
The Denver Pride with sleeves.
Well, remember how...
I actually wouldn't mind if we brought back the blue ones.
The script navy are my favorites.
Mm-hmm.
But the issue with I'm going to say that by the official Adidas name for those uniforms, the White Pride uniforms.
White Pride.
Do you see an issue with that?
No, Trevor.
The Nuggets branded it as white gold.
We have
but
Serbians.
Adidas and the NBA, like officially, so they were all like I can't think of their name. The Bullets. No, the Wizards were the Red Pride, which wasn't good. That wasn't good.
Red Pride?
That
Jeez.
wasn't good. But
okay.
Well, it's not as bad as the Nuggets
one. You know who we could have
one.
make the jerseys? Roger.
No. We do not need
Roger could be the official jersey designer.
The issue is that they need to have that breathability, and the old baseball uniforms were decidedly not breathable because that was wool. I mean, you cannot play. I mean, you see how dehydrated. I mean, not dehydrated, but how tired the players get wearing these new technology Nike uniforms. Could you imagine playing basketball in wool?
That would be fun.
Like, I can't even play basketball. I cannot even play sports in long sleeves. The only sport I can play in long sleeves is baseball, and I still typically roll up my sleeves. But
what the heck? We added purple jersey? Let's bring back the purple.
Let me see. What purple?
I don't know. Supposedly we have a purple one.
If you can find it, hold it up to the screen.
Okay. I know. We have like 2, but it kind of reminds me of... Here. There you go. Oh.
Little to your right. Yep. 71 to 73. Okay, so they were the Rockets.
Yeah.
That's why I've never seen that.
But I mean, those don't look bad.
No, it's not terrible, but you wouldn't want to bring that back as a classic.
Well, I mean, you'd want to I guess those look like. That's what I was going to say. Lakers jerseys. As soon as I saw the other alternative for it here, I'll just show you. Those kind of look like Lakers jerseys. But yeah, I like the ones that they brought back for the Carmelo that he wore. That just says Denver on the front.
Which ones? What do you mean?
Oh my goodness, these ones, Trevor.
Oh, yeah. Actually, 2K has that.
Mm-hmm.
They do have some Rockets unis. That's right. I'm not crazy.
Yeah.
Well, I am crazy. But,
No, you're slightly crazy, but it's okay.
I'm occasionally. Okay, so here is my fantasy team. It'll take.
Ooh.
Oh yeah, your team name is Thanks' Troops.
Thanks, Troops scene.
And mine is Sco the Metro. Although the top of my screen still says Pete Alonso Stan.
Uh-oh.
So my team is Cam Newton, which I'm not high on, but the
Yeah,
only
that's a big
reason I
move.
got him is because I have the combo of him and McCaffrey.
I don't get the point of combos. Like, I always like my players on separate teams.
I know you get more flexibility if one has a bad day,
Okay.
but
But, I mean, if they both have a bad day, then you're done. Like, I don't know. I guess that's my view is, like, I hate... Like, the only reason I got Tyreek and Patrick Mahomes is I figured, like, Tyreek would get enough long balls, but, like, I just usually hate comboing teams.
McCaffrey, I had Dak and Dez. I had that.
I guess I have Bell and Darnold, so...
I had another one. It was AC/DC. That's what I had. I had Amari and Derek Carr. And that always, I think it was 2 years ago, worked fairly well.
Okay.
But so Cam Newton, Amari Cooper, Stephon Diggs, Christian McCaffrey, Aaron Jones, our favorite, George Kittle, Mike
Kittle's
Williams,
the GOAT.
Phillip Rivers. Oh, that's another combo. I have Mike Williams and Phillip Rivers. That wasn't on purpose. Williams is a good wide receiver and Rivers is a good quarterback. Cooper Kupp, Tevin Coleman, Nick Foles, Jordan Reed, Michael Gallup, Mason Crosby, and the Vikings defense.
I got a C from Yahoo, so
I got a B minus.
Last year I got an F. People forget.
That's kind of amazing.
Yeah.
So I'm projected to beat you this week. We're projected.
Not by much, though.
Thanks' troop scene, and your profile picture is Mason Plumlee.
Yeah, and then I also have the Z's sleeping as an emoji.
I didn't see that.
Yeah, because you all sleeping on my team.
We're sleeping on your team because you have Josh Allen and Sam Darnold starting on it. You're banking on young quarterback talent in the AFC East, and if it pays off, you're going to have a good team.
Yeah, that's true. And then last year is really funny because according to Yahoo, I had the least points against, so I had the best defense, Trevor.
Yeah, you had the best luck. Although your team was still scoring like 170 per week.
Yeah.
But still.
But it still helped that no one else ever hit their projected against me. I think it said that until the playoffs, only one person hit their projected against me.
Yeah, it doesn't surprise me because that one time I lost 139 to 122 against you.
And I beat the pants off of Josh last year.
You beat him by 100, right?
Yeah, I think it was like 110. I think it was 230 to 120. It was bad.
It was.
That was brutal.
Yeah,
I'm sorry, Josh, if you're listening. I love you.
That was not good. Josh had a good draft too.
Which is surprising after his first pick of Nick Chubb.
I'm
not a big fan of all these Browns players. Like, I feel like someone's going to get shorted, and I don't know who it's going to be.
He got another combo.
Yeah.
Blake got Odell, but Josh got Baker and Chubb.
Baker and Chubb. I mean, I feel like the saving grace for anyone in the AFC East is all their defenses in that division suck. So if you get anyone in that, like, I feel like you're going to have a really good team.
AFC East?
Yeah. Well, I mean, you have the Jets defense, which, God forbid, the Jets defense sucks.
And the
so
Patriots
bad.
defense isn't that good.
And the Patriots defense isn't that good. Buffalo has an okay defense, and then the Dolphins, I don't know what the Dolphins are doing.
The Dolphins are weird.
The Dolphins
we've
are
accepted
starting
this.
Fitzpatrick, so.
Yeah, so.
That says enough, in my opinion. Because, why would you start your 1 year removed from rookie player? Come on, why would you see what you got? Because that would make too much sense.
Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah. So, I have way too many running backs, so if you're listening to the podcast, you can make a trade with me for a running back.
It's basically just Kyle. I'm pretty sure he's the only one.
Okay,
and maybe I don't know. I said he would be the only one.
Maybe Ben.
Yeah, maybe Ben because it's fantasy football. Maybe Blake as well, but
No, get off of here, Blake.
we need to get when it's fall break for him, we need to get Godich on the show to talk about the Nuggets because it'll be like a week before opening night.
Let's go. I'll talk to him about it. Oh, and then we need Nathan once he's undead.
Wait, yeah,
Nathan. I'm trying
is...
to schedule Nathan. Nathan is the GOAT, and I'm going to wear his merch on here eventually. But yes, once he is undead, I will have him on the show.
Yeah, these are Twitter memes, but they actually know a lot about sports, and so that's why we're bringing him on the show. Godich is actually, I would say Godich is more of a meme than Nathan. Well, it's kind of weird because I would say Nathan occasionally he has streaks where he's a lot more serious than Godich, but I would say you can definitely tell Godich his favorite
Godich
teams.
tries to be a meme, like really hard, like not to be rude, but like I feel like he tries so much harder to bait and be a meme, and then Nathan just does.
Nathan
whatever.
is a meme. Godich works really well off of Nathan.
Yeah,
they work together very well.
Even he was on Fans Takes Exposed or whatever.
Being a meme, that was awesome. Congrats to him because that's good exposure.
Yeah,
that actually is good exposure. But
and then he always sends like Jokic stuff, which I love.
Last night when. I tweeted out, watching the Broncos' fifth stringers instead of the Rockies is really self-care at this point. And then Godich responded, Sam Hilliard is looking good, which is a true tweet. Sam Hilliard is looking good. He has 2 starts and 2 homers. I don't want to say I'm excited about next year because our pitching is just still... Ugh.
Yeah, you guys are second in the league to runs given up to Baltimore.
Yay. Oh, Lord. Baltimore.
Baltimore's the only team worse in runs given up.
I don't want to do the podcast anymore. I'm too sad.
Although one thing that I did find that was really cool, and I told you guys about this and no one really talked about, is the Rockies are actually the best hitting team against the shift.
Ryan McMahon is counting for like half of that. No, the Rockies...
No, Ryan McMahon wasn't even on the list. It goes Arenado, Story, and then Charlie, and then Tony Walters. That's
stupid. They barely shift on those guys. McMahon hits it right to the shortstop every single time I see him hit because they move the shortstop up the middle.
Well, according to the thing that I was reading, they have the best like hits per shift. So pretty much like the net of how many hits they get when they shift against them.
So I guess
they were like top. 7 out of...
So the reason that happens is because those guys are hitting over 300, so they just have the most hits. I'm talking in terms of like literally hitting against the shift, and McMahon like literally beats the shift. He goes
and then they showed teams things too, and they said the Rockies are the best against the shift. So I
that doesn't surprise me.
I mean, the Rockies are a good hitting team. They just need also some pitching.
I remember last year when they decided that they would just play LeMahieu in right field. Like they wouldn't even have a left fielder. So LeMahieu would try his hardest to pull the ball. And it was kind of funny because every now and then it would work out. But for the most part, it wouldn't. So it was kind of a catch-22. Anything down the line, he would get a double or a triple. But most of the time, it would just roll over and it would be a ground out. So who really wins there? And that's kind of the shift ideology. And of course, he would go oppo and hit it off the wall. And there's this guy on YouTube, a former #1 pick, Matt Antonelli. I don't know if any of y'all know who he is.
Nope.
But he was talking about his favorite ballparks to play, and he said Coors Field is just huge. Like you talk about the ball does just fly there, but what really helps the hitters is just how big the outfield is.
Yeah.
And that's what people don't talk about. They say, oh, it's a pop-up goes 500 feet there. Well, no, it doesn't. It maybe gets 20 to...
Yeah, I was going to say 20 to
feet,
30 at most. Like that's
30
extreme
when it's windy and really warm.
Yeah, I was going to say that's the main factor, though, is wind. Like, if it's not windy, then it won't go far. Like, I mean, the heat has a little bit to do with it, but mostly is wind.
It's a lot of heat, especially in Denver because it's so dry. The ball flies there. It has nothing to weigh it down, so it just flies. But
dangerous combo of heat.
Yeah, exactly. But maybe 20 to 30 feet at most. No, the issue is... And I think it was Bobby Cox or Freddie Gonzalez. I think it was the Braves manager a few years ago who said, anything over your head is gone. So play shallow and take away the flares. Because if it's over your head, it's either a double or a home run. It doesn't really matter which one of the two. You're not going to catch it. So just kind of work on taking away the shallow fly balls because they'll single you to death there. I mean, you see that with the Rockies. We saw it in the 8th or the 9th inning against LA. It was 8-8 in the opener of a 4-game series back at the end of June. And Wade Davis got a jam shot over to the right side, and it fell, and it made it 9-8. Then he gave up a 3-run shot to Kike Hernandez. So at least you could feel good that the jam shot wasn't the game winner. Or, I mean, it was technically the game winner, but it wasn't the last runs they scored. But overall, it's not the issue with Coors. It's the space.
Yeah, I think Coors, I think it's like the second or first largest outfield.
It is definitely the largest outfield in all of baseball. I
wasn't sure if it was first or second.
Well, you just
because I can't think of the first team.
It's 350 to the wall, in left and right, and most are probably around 330, 335, and then in right center it's 424.
Polo Grounds had it beat.
It's true, but San Francisco, the infamous Triples Alley, where they decided to put Triples Alley, but forgot to put in bullpens, and then decided to keep that design flaw. They could have Griffith Stadiumed that, but I don't care. Where they just have a cutout in the outfield for the bullpens, but hey,
done.
Polo Grounds figured out how to have bullpens, and it was a horse track, so. But that's only 421 in Triples Alley is my point. And Coors Field in the gaps is about 424. It is deep.
420.
It's 415 to dead center. And I think Fenway is technically deeper. I'm going to go try to find...
Ooh, Blake has mac and cheese.
Ooh, I like mac and cheese. That's good.
I'll send him my Draymond meme of approval.
You have too many Draymond memes.
Yeah, I was looking for them all last night.
That doesn't surprise me.
So...
let me just... What am I trying to do? Oh, yeah.
So when are we going to do NFL predictions, or do we already do them? Or do we...
We kind of already... Oh, we did it with Ben.
Yeah. I thought you guys only did the Broncos, but maybe I'm tripping. Wait, wasn't that the podcast that didn't work, though? I don't know.
I think we did it again.
Okay.
Charts.
Oh my
Major
gosh,
League Baseball.
Barry, you almost got me. What the heck, Barry?
What did Barry tweet out?
Barry said, it's now official. The Texans have now traded star Jadeveon Clowney to the Dolphins in exchange for offensive tackle Laramie Tunsil and a first-round pick.
That's actually that's when he's at his best, when he's not being a meme and he's actually trying to be a troll, because he can...
He almost got me there. I was just about to say, guess what?
he can do both very well.
Although that would be way too much for Jadeveon Clowney. I think if they were to trade him, it would be straight up Jadeveon for Tunsil.
Coors Field covers 2.66 acres. It is 1/3 of an acre larger than Fenway Park, or about 14,400 square feet. That is amazing. This is Major League Baseball fair territory. Coors Field.
Good chow.
And it's not even closest. It's 0.18 acres more than the league average. In terms, so Kauffman Stadium is the next biggest, and it is 0.04 acres larger, which is hilarious. Kauffman. So Coors Field is the largest stadium in all of baseball, and it's not even close. Oh, that's the crappy mac and cheese, not like restaurant stuff.
Yeah, I was gonna say Joe's whatever.
Joe's Diner. I mean, I just mean.
Yeah, no, I got you.
Yeah. Wait, why? Oh, what in the world is that Lightning McQueen?
It's the cool looking one. Ka-chow.
Oh, there's your Nathan meme.
Or Ka-choo.
Yeah, that one would be Ka-choo. That one is Ka-choo.
I could see that one being Ka-choo.
No, that one I think that one is Ka-choo. No one knows what we're talking about. And it's
my gosh,
best.
Jack Shower sent me a friend request on Facebook, ladies and gentlemen. Let's go.
Congrats.
Shower power.
Congrats.
Shower power.
Oh, Lord.
Why can I not say shower power on here?
No, it's just weird that you said it about 10 times.
Shower power.
Was that shower power you said?
I said shower power. Who?
Ooh, this is actually a topic that we need to address. Do you think Stan Kroenke should buy Comcast and make Altitude a national network?
Yes. Next question.
But
would always be on national
the real
TV.
issue is not that. It's Altitude and Comcast, Dish Network, and DirecTV are currently in a standoff Saturday night at midnight. I don't know if it's Saturday morning at midnight or Saturday night.
I thought it was Saturday night.
So Sunday at midnight. As soon as the clock hits midnight, turning it to Sunday, Altitude will be removed from DirecTV and Comcast. It's already been removed from Dish Network. I don't care too much about it.
Yeah, I was going to say, I don't really mind, since personally we go to a lot of Nuggets games. So
I care because of the Avs.
That's what I was about to say. Yeah,
but I'm just trying to think.
And the Rapids.
And the Rapids are so bad it doesn't really matter at this point, which is unfortunate.
Well, eventually,
I really
if
wish.
they were good, yeah.
Dorian is a Category 3 hurricane, which...
What's its name?
Dorian.
It sounded like Dory.
Rest in peace, Florida scene. No, it's going to go. I need to talk to my friend. If it keeps tracking the way it's going, I need to talk to my friend in South Carolina to make sure she doesn't try to evacuate to Hilton Head.
Hilton Head?
That's not where you want to go for a hurricane. It's not supposed to directly impact Charleston. It's hitting Florida and then going to go up the coast. But if it's still supposed to be like Cat 1 or something when it hits South Carolina, I need to make sure that, she doesn't go to an island.
Why does anyone live in Florida? Just don't live
there. Could you?
There's too many hurricanes.
I was talking to one of my coworkers about Walmart and how basically all of the people at Walmart that shop at Walmart are like Florida people.
Mm-hmm. Eventually, something's going to happen.
Exactly. Well, there was one. Where was the most recent shooting at a Walmart? Or
Didn't we say it was Lakewood or something like that?
I don't think it was
over a parking spot.
Oh, that's right. It was Lakewood.
Yeah, because someone got shot over a parking spot.
It's getting closer, Jaden.
Yeah, Jesus. I work there 4 to 10 tonight, so please pray for me.
You should have gone to the Holy War.
I'm a political scientist, all right? I'm allowed to say controversial things about me dying.
Good Lord. You needed to go to the Holy War last night if you wanted people to pray for you.
Oh, okay. Well, I'll just I'll tweet them.
Okay.
Like, hey, Mormons, what's up? It's your boy, J-Dog.
They lost by 18, so clearly it didn't work too well.
I didn't pray for BYU. I said, Utah, you're going to the national championship. No worries.
Utah is not going. I don't think we've made college football predictions. CU's going 15-0 with a national championship.
Okay. That's a quick dub.
If they have NCAA football 20, that'd be what would happen. Now the only thing I'm getting really worried about, Madden's always been a slower paced game than NCAA football. If they bring back NCAA football, will it go back to that faster arcade style, or will they bog it down like Madden and make it unplayable?
Madden is unplayable.
That's my point.
Well, Madden's tried to be more arcadey. I mean, the new game is so yike. They've literally tried to make it an arcade fest, and it cried.
And it was horrible.
And it's horrible for competitive, because to be honest, like, you can't make adjustments against it's so broke. And then, like you were talking about, I swear to God, every time I have someone wide open over the middle, and then a middle linebacker just touches him, I drop it every time. And I'm like, I swear to God, if you drop the ball one more time, I'm going to rip your eyes out.
And that was an issue back in NCAA 14.
But they fixed it.
When they were animations.
Yeah.
There shouldn't be animations anymore. There should be fluid movements.
Yeah.
Like this is 2019. There doesn't need to be animations. Like the only animations I could see are having like branching animations and stuff where if you get hit by another one, it breaks into another animation, or if you have the ball. I mean, you can tell the game it's scripted, and that's not like
Trevor,
like.
If you want to beat anyone in Madden, all you have to do is hold L1 and press a button, and you'll get every high point catch.
Seriously?
Yeah, it's pretty bad. There's a 4 verticals play last night. So I was winning 17-0, and this guy ran 4 verticals, so just all the routes straight forward.
Yeah.
And he threw it to DeAndre Hopkins, and he caught it in quadruple coverage, one-handed, and then he got an animation to fall into the end zone. Thank God I stopped him on the 2-point conversion because I was losing it. I was like, are you kidding me? Quadruple coverage.
Well, even the game is ridiculous with middle linebackers being Superman. They play defense because they can't catch the ball.
Safeties are worse this year, though. Middle linebackers have been toned down compared to last year. Safeties are able to patrol the field so bad.
I played Madden just in general for the first time in probably 2 years, and it was Madden 20.
Sure.
I could drive down to the 5-yard line, and I threw. Their red zone game is just awful. And I know the field does crunch in the red zone, but that doesn't mean linebackers are able to cover Keenan Allen crossing.
Everyone. Yeah.
And it doesn't mean they should be able to pick off like literally every throw down there.
Yeah, I was going to say, as soon as you get down to the red zone, it's kind of ripperoni. You almost have to run the ball. Like, there's
awful.
No option. I mean, you can run an RPO down there, which I love that they added to this year's game. That's about the only thing that I really like that they added to this year's game is RPOs, because it honestly keeps you defensively, like, on notice. You can't just completely go for one or the other. You have to play a little bit of both like you do in real life.
Yeah.
Like, there are some tells in Madden, like, for example, if you press circle to change players, like, it'll hover over the offensive lineman, and that's when you know it's a run play. Like, online, it's so bad. You'd think that it's something simple that they'd fix.
Yeah, and that's
so
why...
then you commit run, because you're like, oh, they're running because the offensive lineman moved a little bit. It's like, it's so easy if you know what you're looking for.
Well, you also know what you're looking for. I mean, I know RPO in general, the offensive line doesn't know which one it's going to be.
Yeah.
but pass they drop back, run they run forwards.
Yeah.
And if you don't know, you can just watch that. Especially on, and I guess on play action, you would run forwards.
Yeah.
But
I mean, RPOs, like I said, is really good this year. I really like that they added that, but that's about the only thing that I can say that Madden improved on from last year. Not even argue because of like the takeover crap. I'd even say it got worse. That's just me. I hate that shit.
yeah,
I mean, it's hard to get, but once you get it, I mean, Patrick Mahomes falling backwards off his back foot, being able to throw it 40, 50 yards on a dime, I'm just okay. I mean, there's nothing you can do about it. You just throw your hands up and you're like, all right, like I guess if I'm going to lose that way, I'm going to lose that way.
yeah, and that's why.
And every kickoff's a fumble, which is funny.
In an MLB The Show, you can kind of feel like that. Last night, I was playing a game, and my left fielder can't field for the life of him. He's awful. You just kind of deal with that. They hit 2 line drives right into the gap, and the animation took over and took him in instead of directly to the ball. And I went over his head both times. That's what's irritating to me, because real MLB left fielders wouldn't do that.
Well, it's not like I expect him to play the ball every time perfectly.
Yeah,
per
exactly.
se, but that's bad when you can't even control it.
It was back-to-back hitters.
Yikes. Yeah.
That was not fun. Derek Fisher, if you're listening to this, not basketball.
My
Derek.
proudest
Maybe
moment.
it was the basketball Derek Fisher. Maybe that was the issue. We had a basketball player playing left field for the Jays.
My proudest moment in MLB The Show is in 2018 when I threw a no-hitter.
Oh, I've thrown.
But it was online.
I threw a perfect game with Ubaldo Jimenez.
Yeah, I threw it online, and it was really funny. In the top of the 8th, I robbed a home run to keep it alive.
Oh, wow.
So it's just like a real no-hitter.
Yeah, you have to do something special.
Yeah, that was so crazy.
I don't think there's ever going to be a no-hitter in which the pitcher is so dominant in which they get weak contact. Like every single...
Well, especially when you go through the lineup 3 times. I mean, by the time second or third time around, I mean, you're going to get good contact. And that's always what you see. Late in the no-hitters, they always get good contact.
Yeah.
And that's what puts the game at risk. Or the no-hitter at risk. Sometimes
Exactly.
The game.
Yeah, depending on the score coming in to that ending. But, yeah, no-hitters... I think the new MLB The Show is ridiculously difficult to throw no-hitters.
True.
Because MLB
so
17...
OP in this game. Jeez.
I hate how random batters, like it can be the 8-hole hitter, can randomly get in a battle with Steven Strasburg and foul off everything. That's just not realistic.
Our pitchers can get hits like to a ridiculous level.
If I throw sliders low and away that start in the strike zone and break away, that's a swing and a miss, 9 times out of 10. If I throw it back-to-back pitches and you don't swing at either one, that's when I can tell it's not programmed well. It's just not programmed well.
I don't know, I feel like command's pretty bad in MLB The Show too.
Yeah.
For pitches. Like that was my problem with MLB The Show this year. That's why I gave up after I played it for like a couple months. But I just could not command pitches, and it infuriated me how I was hanging pitches over the middle, at least on online. I don't know how I play online a lot. But like you just hang pitches over the middle and you're like, why did I do that? Like I didn't put the pitch there. I understand hanging it occasionally, but like every time I would throw a slider, it'd just come right back in the middle. And it's like, no, that's not how this game should work.
Yep, and it is how it works because that's the way they make it, and it's stupid, but you know.
It's okay. Pez will be good.
No, it definitely will not be.
Pez is always trash.
And FIFA doesn't have Real Madrid. So basically.
No, Juventus. Stupid.
Yeah, I'm sorry. That's right. But
speaking of soccer, they named the Champions League divisions or groups.
Oh, that's right.
Chelsea, Ajax. I know I say it wrong every single time, and I know how to say it. Ajax, and then there's like 2 other teams. I don't even know what that team's called, but they're like the weird shield team in La Liga. I think it's called Servio or something like that. So Chelsea should have a path to get to the next round.
Chelsea.
Let's go Chelsea.
Chelsea Piemonte.
Yeah, I was going to say, but the Champions League will be really interesting. I don't know. I think Chelsea should make it out of the first group, but after that, they're kind of donezo.
Oh, yeah, Chelsea's not good this year.
Well, they're okay. I think
not Chelsea good.
I don't know. I don't feel like they're going to do that bad this year. They just have a lot of young players. Like, the fun thing that is, like, what's going to happen this year with Chelsea is they have to actually go into their farm system and pull up the talent instead of buying talent. So that's why I'm really excited, because they have a really depth farm system. So, like, when they tap into that talent, like, these guys are 18, 19. Like, you're seeing the future of Chelsea here right now. And, I mean, if they step up, it's going to be fun. So, but will they step up? Who the hell knows?
I'm laughing because the Adam Schefter tweeted out a surprise release. The Raiders have terminated linebacker Brandon Marshall.
Oh yeah, I
for
saw
source.
that.
It said terminated though, and so someone tweeted out a scene from The Office. Meredith was hit by a car. It happened this morning in the parking lot. Took her to the hospital. They did the best they could, and she is going to be okay. And then Stanley, what is wrong with you? Why'd you have to phrase it like that? I mean, come on now, Schefter. That was horrible.
Terminated.
Wasn't a dirty enough player for them, so they killed him.
Yeah, they still have Vontae Davis.
The Broncos
Not
need to
Vontae
re-sign or need to sign him back because
we need middle linebackers.
Quite honestly, we need middle linebacker depth, and that's if we can do that. We need to look into Malcolm Smith as well. If we can sign those guys, I really think, and this is going to sound really bold, the defense might be good enough where it'd be not 2015 levels.
Yeah, that's
but
what
it'd be getting close to the point where we need minimal offense from Joe Flacco to actually have a chance.
Yeah, that's what Brandon Perna tweeted out. He said this defense might be 2015 levels and be able to carry the team.
Well, that's where I got it from. He said,
I was wondering,
can we get 2015 cripple Peyton Manning offense from Joe Flacco?
Yeah.
Because this defense might be good enough to carry us. And it's true. I don't want to make any, fifth year stuff, but not fifth year, fifth preseason game stuff.
No hate on the GOAT, Peyton Manning.
Oh, I was about to say Brendan Perna.
Nah, Peyton Manning.
Yes, he is the GOAT. Do you want to know trash talk in the Holy War?
Oh my God, are you kidding?
They so poo-poo.
Caleb just had a player go on IR already.
Which one?
I don't know. Ben just said, congrats, Caleb, on having your first player go on IR. I want to see this. What team? What's Caleb? Oh, yeah, my Vic. Yeah. Let's see. I'm guessing it's A.J. Green, if I had to guess. Either that or McKinnon.
It's got A.J. Green was...
Jerick McKinnon, knee likely heading for IR.
Let's go. Okay, so A.J. Green, I can't believe he took him so early. He took players too early, and I took a few players too early there.
Caleb?
Yeah, Caleb took A.J. Green and Tom Brady way too early.
True.
Although Ben was going to take Brady, and Ben started throwing things when
yeah, you could hear
Caleb
it. That
took
was
him.
Funny.
I don't understand why you'd freak out. Why would you want a cripple on your team?
Yeah, honestly, I didn't know who I was going to take. That's why I took a kicker in the 8th round.
That was bad.
It was funny.
That was really bad.
I don't know.
I feel I did a good job.
But I got my kicker, so it's not like it was a big deal. I feel like, I didn't get some crappy kicker at least.
Yeah. I'm just kind of thinking A.J. Green was way too early just because he's on IR. He's going to miss a few weeks. Same with Kareem Hunt.
Well, the reason... Yeah, that's true. Yeah,
why
Kareem
wouldn't
Hunt.
you wait to take those guys until the very end?
He took Kareem Hunt too?
No, Caleb took
okay.
A.J. Green, and then Grant took Kareem Hunt. He's like, in 8 weeks, I'm going to be chilling. Well, congrats that you're going to tank for the first 8 weeks of the year because you wasted a fairly high draft pick on Kareem Hunt.
But see, honestly...
And he isn't even going to start.
That's why I like where you took Philip Lindsay. Honestly, I thought you were going to take him first round, and I was like,
I didn't take him. That was Josh.
Oh, Josh took him?
He
Oh.
took him too early. I think he took him in the 4th round.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. For some reason, I thought you got him in the 6th. I don't know why.
I was going to take him in the 6th,
Yeah.
but...
Well, I was
Josh
gonna
took him
say,
too early to me.
Well, and especially since they're going to have a lot of running backs. That's the only thing that worried me about Philip Lindsay is he's going to have a fantastic season. He's a great player, but I just don't know how many goal line touches he'll get or how many touches he'll get in general with the other running
He'll
backs.
get touches, but
I
you'll
don't know
give
if
the
he'll be
bigger,
scoring touches.
Like Royce Freeman's going to get the
red zone carries.
The goal to go situation carries.
And then Theo Reddick's going to get
He's
the
hurt.
passing. Well, I know he's hurt right now, and I heard that he's going to be out for a while too.
Yeah, that's my point.
Yeah. Well, I think he's out for 8 weeks, and I heard that it might be worse than that, so I don't know. But, even if Theo Riddick hypothetically were back, he'd be the receiving back, so I don't know. But now that Theo Riddick's out, I think he'll get a little bit more touches. I don't know, 4th round's so early for him. Who's the other guy that I was looking at?
Check Barry's most recent tweet.
Oh, my God.
I can't,
You
say
can't
it.
say it?
No.
Is it that bad?
It's not good. It doesn't swear, but it's not good.
All right, let's see. It's the Ravens.
Yeah, but they did have Flacco, so Oh, well, he's not on the team anymore, so there you go.
Yeah.
No, but...
Wow, they're just tearing down that team from the inside out. Just hate to see it.
Tough scene.
Yeah, it's systematic of the city of Baltimore.
Lord. The city of Baltimore, who had to watch an Orioles game from the streets because of riots.
Yeah.
I watched that. That was the weirdest game ever because it was just the announcers and staff and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
No one else, not even concession workers, I don't think.
Well, I mean, there's no need for them.
Well, exactly.
I mean, what do you think?
So it was
like
just the
Adam
announcer,
Jones
so-
is going to go up and get a hot dog or something?
He could have.
That would have been fun.
He could have in between innings just gone up and got a
Just
hot dog.
hopped up, ran up the stairs, and gotten a hot dog.
It's not like anyone was. There's not like there was going to be a line. There's no one there, and you could hear the fans sitting behind the center field gate cheering because the O's won that game. I don't remember who they played, but I remember they.
That was the Tigers, if I'm not mistaken.
Tigers sounds right
Yeah, but I wouldn't put money on it. It sounds like the Tigers.
because I remember I watched it in my freshman year Spanish class.
Yeah, I didn't watch it, but I heard about it, and I was like, big yikes. Baltimore, you're canceled.
It
But
was
yeah.
probably it was White Sox.
How many weeks do we play in fantasy?
14,
14, not adding playoffs?
15, 16, I think
Yeah,
17
yeah.
are playoffs.
Okay. If I had to give an honest guess, I'd probably say I would go 9 and what? What'd you say?
Huh?
I'd say I'd get 9 wins.
9 and 5,
No, that's a little bit high. Maybe 8 and 6.
8 and 6. I think 9 and 5 would be fair for me. 8 and 6 probably likely. 8 and 6 will get you to the playoffs.
Yeah, I mean, that's all I'm going for. And I feel like 8 and 6 is pretty reasonable.
Yeah, so that's right. So it was my 6th period Spanish class, and the first pitch was 12:06 p.m. Mountain Time.
Let's go.
And what day of the week was it?
A Thursday?
No, it was either a Monday, Wednesday, or Friday.
Wednesday?
Reporters got to sit in the stands.
Let's go.
Okay, so the stands were not completely empty. Reporters, 3 times as many as usually covered a routine game, were allowed in the press box to cover the game, which was telecast live. Photographers roamed the stands taking pictures, and team staff, patrolled the stands to recover foul balls, and 3 scouts also attended.
Scouts.
Some fans who wanted to see gathered near the stadium's back gate, and
Yeah,
others
that's right.
took the more expansive view from the high-rise hotels.
That makes sense.
Yeah.
I don't know why you'd be so dedicated.
It would be so, because even it's weird to play even Warriors with no parents there.
Yeah.
I could not imagine an entirely empty stadium. That'd be so weird.
The closest thing I can relate to that is when me and Ben were like walking the backfields of I don't remember where we were in Arizona, but we're walking some of the backfields.
Yeah.
And that was the closest thing, and I was like, dang, this is so weird with nobody here. So all you heard was tink and running and, first. It was like a practice, but it was like weird because it was a game. It's just like, what's going on here?
The White Sox center fielder Adam Eaton jokingly tweeted that we're going to try to take the crowd out of the game early. I think it worked.
He succeeded.
They didn't. They lost by 6. They gave up a 6 spot in the first. It didn't work.
Take out the crowd early and doesn't do it.
They definitely took the game out early, the crowd out early.
Yeah, because they weren't there. Rip.
Yeah, exactly.
2K comes out in 6 days.
I'm just trying to. So Monday or the 29th. I want to say it was a Monday. This is all just for reference in terms of what time it was exactly, because it was 2015. I was just such a young freshman. That actually makes me really sad. It was a Wednesday, so I wasn't able to watch the first inning because I had a lunch which ran to 11:30. No, so I was in Spanish when that game started. So I was probably able to watch the entire thing. Well, not the entire thing, but I was able to watch that first inning. Because it's weird, but it's kind of like must-see TV.
Must-see TV.
Like, it's not must-see TV in the correct definition of it, but, like, you know what I mean.
It's just a moment.
It's a historical...
It's a moment in history.
Yeah, exactly.
I love inaccurate history, Trevor. I think that's my favorite Instagram account. I love so many of their
There is one person in the U.S. named Julius Caesar. There's one person in the U.S. named Marcus Brutus. Marcus Brutus sounds like a middle linebacker.
True. And then the other one.
Yeah.
We're coming together. Germany, October 3rd, 1990.
Yep.
The wall fell down, ladies and gentlemen.
There's that's China, right?
Excuse me?
The second picture is China?
The country? Trevor, that's Germany.
No, the second picture.
Here, let's find it. Instagram.
That's definitely not Germany.
Who? I'm trying to find the one I sent you.
It's just in the messages. Just go and find it.
That country?
Yeah.
That's Germany, Trevor.
No, swipe the picture.
Oh. I didn't know there was a second one. I was so confused. I'm like, Trevor, the first one's Germany, you stupid.
Where the first one is Germany?
Second one's China, yeah.
I hate you.
Oh, yeah, it's all coming together.
Sua Cravens just got cut. What a shame.
Craven?
Sua Cravens.
I had a teacher named Craven. Drake Clappinggiff.
Kevin Hogan played well last night.
I know, I saw him.
I know. You were kind of obsessed with him.
I didn't get to watch my Colts because they weren't on TV. Big mad. Stupid.
Ooh, party in the end zone. Nelson Spruce. Oh, there's Nelson Spruce scoring a touchdown against CSU. What a G.
What a G. On this date, 2012, Kent State punted, the returner muffed it, and Kent State picked it up and ran it back the wrong way. Ah, what a good day.
Didn't he, throw it out the back of the end zone, too, for a safety?
Sounds like something they'd do.
The Cavs also unveiled a throwback uni. I am really going to throw hands if the Nuggets don't get a classic uni. Because the Raptors are going back with their throwback dyno.
The Clippers.
And then the Jazz are throwing it back to the late 90s. And then the Cavs are going back to the early 90s.
I didn't know the Cavs. Is that the one with the basketball one? Oh, no, those? I've never seen those. What the heck? Here, put it up a little bit more.
I don't think it's going
to... Okay. Yeah, I see what you're talking about. Okay. Those look cool.
Yeah.
Who's leaking these? I mean, are the teams coming out with them?
Yeah, the teams are. They're not. No one's leaking them. They're coming out.
Okay.
I'll send that to you, but that's not something I'm going to say on here.
I'm guessing it says a bad word.
No, but that was... Well, it actually does, but that's not the reason. Yeah, I'm interested to see how the rest of the MLB season goes.
That's a good meme.
I know.
But, Trevor, the Colts are okay without Andrew Luck. They won't be a Super Bowl contender, but they'll win the division. So I'm okay with it.
Yeah, not good.
I mean, I don't believe in Big Dick Nick and the Jaguars.
I don't believe in them. I think they're good enough to make the playoffs. They're not good enough to win the Super Bowl.
This is true. And, I mean, Telvin Smith, or I think it was Telvin Smith who retired on that team, or didn't retire. He just took a year off. So, I mean, that's a strong piece of their defense there. So, I mean, him leaving is kind of important. And then the Texans are trying to get rid of Jadeveon Clowney. Will he play week 1, or is he holding out? Because I haven't heard anything of him. I knew it was Melvin Gordon who was holding out, and then Zeke who's holding out. But I don't know about Jadeveon Clowney. But all I've heard is a bunch of trade rumors with him going to, Miami.
Miami? Why did you say Miami so weird?
Miami.
No.
Miami.
Or at least they were playing the Towson Tigers, so they had a little... Why'd they tackle him? The even more sad part is all the white jerseys.
Yeah, it's hard to watch. Definitely a tough scene, if I had to say it.
That's unfortunate. That's not good.
Yeah, football's hard.
He can't advance it anyway. Can't believe the amount of people who don't know you can't advance a muffed punt. That's right. You can advance a fumble on a punt return, but not a muffed punt.
That's what I was confused about, too. I thought on muffed, you just got it where you got it.
So maybe he was memeing. That's actually very possible.
But it didn't look like the refs knew what they were doing either, so I don't know.
Oh, no. But they actually did fix it.
Oh, they did? Okay.
Yeah.
I was going to say, because I think everyone was confused.
Well, you know.
Trevor, I can't wait. You know what's tomorrow? Nikola Jokic is on my television.
Why? Oh, Serbia?
Yep.
I didn't know why for a sec.
Yes.
So
they're playing the group rounds of the...
Ooh, FIBA.
FIBA. Yeah, they're on ESPN Plus, so I get to watch them.
Let's go, Jokic.
Yeah. I just want to make sure I get to watch him.
The Yoki and Bobby show.
Yeah, I can't wait.
All right.
I think, honestly, they have a chance at winning it. I think they might win
They're
it,
probably
too.
the
It might
second
be
or third best
Plumlee
team.
versus Jokic in the final.
Plumlee just dunks on Jokic and makes him cry.
Yeah. Jokic, I retire from basketball.
Alrighty, so that is all the time.
No, we have more time.
You actually don't.
No, well, make more time, stupid.
can't.
It's at 1:30 Mountain Time tomorrow, Saturday, the FIBA World Cup, Serbia versus
I messed
Angola.
up. I made a mistake. I played Dropkick Murphys instead of John Denver.
John Denver. Denver? Almost heaven. Serbia plays again Monday.
So for Jaden Rioch, I'm Trevor Blatnick.
Poland, they play China.
We will see you next week with a
Mason Plumlee
recap of the first week.
Might play Jokic in the FIBA finals. It will be cool. Take me roads, Serbia. I like Jokic, but Plumlee's better. He's on their Instagram page of NBA. He's pretty cool. Look here. It's Mason Plumlee.